Welcome, boys and girls! It's time to open the gates of adventure and mystery to the land of Mythoville! Chapter 8, The Desert Hearts. As I open my eyes weakly, Felina and the other fairies carried me and Veer past the vibrant green leaves, and as the larger trees grew shorter, the leaves became duller and sharper. A hand-built log cabin house built on the edge of the jungle. As the face dropped us near the front door, Veer moaned himself away. As the face disappeared into the jungle, a familiar voice said, "What's with all that racket?" As the faces of Veer greeted us at the detailed moon-carved door, he blurted out, "My, what a surprise to see you here, Your Majesty." As he gestured for us to come in, Veer mumbled, "Dad." As we sat on the handcrafted coffer, feather-filled cushions, he asked, "Do anyone want some juice? To be carried by those fairies?" As he chuckled and ambled to a barrel with an iron spout, we both nodded, in agreement. "I'm so sorry, Sai, for my reckless actions back at the pond," added Veer, as Bellavere brought us 2 mugs filled with the bubbling orange liquid. "That's why I'm not a true noble like you, or Sai," claimed Veer, as we sipped the drink. It tasted like a sweet baby orange. No, Veer. I think it's about time to show you the truth," declared Bellavere, as he chucked the orange berry juice down, took off an old crusty ring from his pinky. Bellavere chanted, "Enlarge!" As the ring grew into enormous size, the white gem in the center showed the family forming orangeberry crops. "I wasn't always a noble. I was a farmer's child," stated Bellavere, as the gemstone of the ring changed to a modern farmhouse that fell from the sky. "But a new exotic form appeared on the other side of the desert. We started to struggle," sniffled Bellavere, as the ring showed a group of men wielding cutlasses in front of a family of 3. "So my parents sold me to the bandits as a child slave," wept Bellavere, as tears streamed down his eyes. As the ring shrunk back to his normal size, me and Veer hopped off the padded chest to confront the old retired knight. "So after a kind of noble couple brought me out of slavery, I had to take you in as my own, and I saw you wilding through the desert on your own." Then as Bellavere picked up the ring and gave it to Veer, "Thanks, Dad. I'll find out more about where I came from," vowed Veer, as he put the ring on his little finger. "Thank you for the heartfelt story, but we got to go," I wept, as we both looked out of the door. As Veer stared at both me and the ring, he said, "Sai, I think I'm ready to find your friend." As we traversed the uneven desert ridge and climbed over blocking boulders, a desert well appeared in the glistening sun. As he stalked the well, the old man assisted Medusa in a cowboy hat and as a pail of water. He slipped down the refreshing underground water. The old man claimed, "Every time your highness come by, your horses jump into the pen, all by themselves." As me and Veer dropped the pail on the ground, bolted the horses to the horses' pen, as both the brown and black horses started towards us, I murmured, "Boys, this is where your part of the journey ends." "Well, Sai, we must figure out if there's any more dark ruins in Lumiose village," reminded Veer, strolling to a slightly empty room, into a slightly empty town. As I grabbed a marble from my pocket, I chanted, "Aurora!" as the marble flooded with the yellow glow, and now there was a lady uttered, "I should have known. They were about to teach you the same trick, princess." "Valina, how is the research over the dark ruins going?" asked Laura's voice from the marble, as the drastic change of looks for Ravato's way. As he crackled down the path, we followed Valina to our house. As he stepped through the squeaking door, books and scrolls spewed off the shelves into the floor. As he trudged through the clutter, the same putrid smell struck my nose. "I'm sorry for the mess, but I don't have time to clean it up," chuckled Valina as he dug a path to the kitchen. As Mavers swept a few chairs clean, another winged-shaped dark remnant laid on the cluttered table. As Valina came back with a few cups of tea, "Do you boys want anything?" As we both nodded, we took the ice-cold black tea. Me and Veer likely drank the overly bitter tea. "Can you tell us anything about King's Wrath?" I prompted, as Valina froze in sheer horror of that name. "Well, that takes me way back to my childhood," claimed Valina, as books and scrolls flew around us, eventually forming a white dome that showed 3 teen versions: Ravato, Roberto, Valina, Philin, Mayra, Henry, and a petite boy cloaked in shadow, all sitting in the mess hall. "Right before the disastrous Right War, Mayra and Zaz fell in love with each other instantly," stated Valina, as the dome shifted to the young Roberto making his unstable spell. "But after Roberto destroyed the school and was banished with the twin sorcerers, Mayra and Zaz struggled to meet each other." And Valina's dome split off into 2 images. The scene on the right showed the slightly older Queen Myra as he held Princess Allura in her hands. The left side of the dome showed King's Wrath outside of a darkened tower where the terrified Prince Bellavo held it onto his hand. As the dome collapsed back down to books and scrolls, Valina stammered, "Because the royals of all 3 kingdoms don't get along with each other." As Valina jumped to the floor, with the master of writing books and scrolls. Felina, are you okay? Screamed Laura to the flickering yellow marble as Maidra rushed to help her up. Yeah, I'm fine, princess. Just that the dark winners have many nasty effects, explained Felina as the marble fell on top of one of the many books that scattered the floor. Before you leave, Sai, I'd like to give you something, offered Felina as he took a white gem out of her pocket. This might help you at some point on your journey. Said Felina as he gave me the pure white gemstone and vanished into shadow. Thanks, Felina, I uttered as me and Veer waited to the books and scrolls out the squeaking door. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and buy my books off Amazon, and have a magical day!